Good morning, children. Welcome to the welcome to the SST class. Can you see the screen? Okay. Read what is there on the screen. Yes. Our beautiful country. Okay. Stop now, everyone. Please mute your phone. Just give the work to your eyes and ears, not to the mouth. From last class, we are dealing with this lesson. Lesson number 8, our beautiful country. So, our country is a beautiful country, as you all know. But what makes it more beautiful? Our country is a beautiful combination of various landforms. Yes or no? These various landforms makes our country more beautiful. These landforms are the physical features of India. The high mountains, the lush green forests, the mighty rivers, the fertile plains, and the dry deserts show the diversity of our land. All this we have already learned in last class. All these things makes our country beautiful. If we can see the same land in entire India, then there will be no diversity and इतना beautiful कहने के लिए कुछ रहता ही नहीं था. But we have a different landforms in a different state of India. We can see a different landforms over the India. So that things makes our India more beautiful. We have the high mountains, the lush green forest, the mighty rivers, and the fertile plains, and also we have deserts. The dry deserts shows the diversity of our land. We have diversity in our tradition, culture, and everything. Also, we have diversity in our landforms. See, landform. Our country is a beautiful combination of various landforms. These landforms are the physical features of India. The high mountains, the lush green forests, mighty rivers, the fertile plains, and the dry deserts shows the diversity of land. And these landforms make our country beautiful and diverse. We have made six main physical divisions of these landforms. Which are those? The first one is the northern mountains. We have already studied about these northern mountains, and the next comes the northern plains. Next, the great Indian desert, the peninsula, plateau, the coastal regions, and the island regions. Here you can see India has mountains, hills, plains, plateaus, and deserts. Can you see this picture?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Here you see closely. You can see here Himalayas. Can you see the arrow mark of this mouse?
Yes, ma'am.
See here.
Yes.
See here Himalayas. You can see Himalayas. And here Deccan. Someone joined it since just a minute. Deccan Plateaus, Eastern Ghats, here Western Ghats. You can see here in this map, here Himalayas. These are the different landforms of India. The Himalaya. First we take Himalaya. All along the north are the great Himalaya mountain ranges. The Himalaya is the highest mountain range in the world. There are many peaks in these mountains, and most of them remain covered with snow almost throughout the year. Many rivers start from the mountains. Can you tell me which rivers start from the mountains? From Himalaya mountains? Hmm.
Brahmaputra.
Very good. Ganga, Indus, Brahmaputra.
Godavari.
All these rivers starts from Himalayas. And who gives rise to these rivers? Himalayan. When it melts, it gives rise to these rivers. Okay. The northern mountains are the range of mountains in the north of India. It includes Himalayas and Karakoram and the northeastern mountain ranges. The Himalaya are the highest mountain range of this region as well as in the world. Not only in the region, but we have a highest mountain peak in the world in Himalaya. Mount Everest. You might have heard this name, Mount Everest. Yes or no? The world's highest mountain peak. This Mount Everest is. Who wants to climb Mount Everest in future? You want to go there to climb Mount Everest?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
That one.
Plan, na? Plan for it. You have to plan. First, you have to plan. You have to struggle a lot. When you have to do exercises, yoga, and all. Still something. It is like, हाँ चलो आज प्लान कर दिया और कल निकल जाएंगे. No, you need a lot of stamina, energy to climb Mount Everest. If anyone wants to go, then start your preparation from today itself. Okay. Mount Everest is the world's highest mountain peak, is a part of this northern mountain range. And tell me where this Mount Everest is located. Where it is? It is in Belagavi.
In Himalaya.
Where in Himalaya? Where in Himalaya? Which place?
In Himalaya.
Where in Himalaya? See, when you are learning all these landforms, you also have to prepare for all these lessons. आपको भी कुछ information निकालना है. You also collect some information because now Google and all everything is accessible to everyone. Phones are there in your hand. Instead of playing and watching all those stupid videos, you just search what is there in Himalaya, where this Mount Everest comes.
No,
It is in Himalaya. Is it? Children, see how I prepare myself for one class. To take 40-minute class, I prepare myself so many things I have to study because I don't know what type of question you may ask. I need 3 to 4 hours time to prepare myself for this 140 minutes class. And you all comes with the empty brain. Yes or no? Simple question. Already I have said that where the Mount Everest falls. In last class I have already said the name. But still you are telling Himalaya. Is it in Himalaya? It comes in Himalaya region, but it is in Nepal. Okay. Mount Everest is in Nepal. It is a part of northern mountain range. You are correct. It is a part of northern mountain range, but the place where the Mount Everest is there, that is Nepal. Remember. Understood?
yes, ma'am.
The Himalayas are, listen, the Himalayas are covered with snow. The Himalaya is covered with snow throughout the year. Who is that still joining? They don't have time to join. The Himalayas are covered with snow throughout the year. The snow melts. The snow melts. Why it melts?
Because of the heat.
My question is, Why it melts, not how it melts. How it melts? Because of the heat. Why it melts?
To make to form a river.
Yes, to give a rise to the river. It melts because of the heat. It gives rise to the rivers which comes in northern mountains, that is Ganga, Indus and Brahmaputra. Sometime because of this global warming, understood? Because of this global warming, when these snows melt, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग से क्या होता है, बहुत ज्यादा स्नो मेल्ट होने लगता है एंड द रिवर विच कम्स फ्रॉम नॉर्थर्न माउंटेन्स इट गिव्स हाई राइज, बहुत ऐसे भर के वो बहने लगता है, तो क्या हो जाता है, प्लेन एरियाज में क्या होता है, बिकॉज द नेक्स्ट कम्स इज द नॉर्थर्न प्लेन्स. When the river flows from the northern mountains to the northern plains, when the rise or the flow of the river is heavy, what happens?
Flood.
Yes, very good. Flood हो जाता है. All these things are happening because of global warming. Even we can get a landslides. See, last year, before last year, all the incidents like flood, landsliding are happening in Uttarakhand. Yes or no? Himachal Pradesh. You might have seen in the news. They are facing lots of problem because of global warming. Snows are melting and it is giving a high rise, high flow to the river, and because of that, flood and landslides are happening. Okay. The peaks of these mountains are covered with snow throughout the year. There is no vegetation here due to the cold climate. In mountain ranges, some of the mountains are covered with snow throughout the year. That's why there is no such vegetation due to that cold climate. Now tell me the meaning of vegetation. Vegetation means
Is it
you will not find any plants.
plants?
Yes,
Plants.
vegetation means growing plants, a variety of plants you can see. There is no such vegetation due to that cold climate. उधर कौन सा भी झाड़ नहीं होता है क्योंकि वहाँ का climate is not suitable for that. The lower slopes of these mountains are covered with thick forest. The lower slope, when you come from the northern mountain ranges, the lower slopes you can see the thick forest. Okay, these mountains are covered with thick forest. These forests have a variety of flora and fauna. Now tell me the meaning of flora and fauna. I have already answered in the last class, right?
Variety of plants.
Flora means
Fauna.
yes. Flora means types of plants. Fauna, yes. Flora means yes. Flora means plant category. Fauna, animals category. Okay. In the lower slope, the mountain is covered with a thick forest, and in that forest you can see a varieties of plants and animals. That is that word they have given like flora and fauna. All these new words you have to know all these new words with the meaning. Okay. And the next is the northern plains. Northern plains. Till now, we have learned about the northern mountains and after this, northern plains. The northern plains lie to the south of the Himalayas. south of the Himalayas. You take only the Himalaya, means the head part of our map. You imagine the head part of our map, means see only this. Can you see the mouse point here?
Yes,
Ah,
ma'am.
see, this is which is brown in color, which is brown in color, and below that you can see the northern plains. Okay, these are northern plains. The northern plains lie to the south of the Himalayas. They stretch from the west to the east. They cover most of northern and eastern parts of India. Many parts of India have a flat and level land. Only some parts of India has a mountain peaks. Yes, flat means the flat surface like a ground. Many parts of India have a flat surface, flat and level land. These are the plains, and this flat and level surface is called what?
Please.
Plains. Okay, these type of lands are called plains. To the south of the Himalaya lie the Great Plains of India. To the south of the Himalaya के south side से Great Plains of India पड़ता है. वहाँ से पूरा plain land. We can see the plain lands. Many rivers such as the Ganga, Yamuna flow through the plains. Such rivers like Ganga, Yamuna flow through the plains, which makes those plains as a fertile land. What does that fertile land means? Fertile land means what? The land which is has that fertility capacity where the farmers can grow their crops. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. To grow crops, we need a fertile land. Yes or no? Because of these rivers which flow through those plains, it makes that plains as fertile. बहुत अच्छे भूमि रहता है वो जो जगह रहता है वो प्लेन्स वो बहुत अच्छा fertile land से their farmers can grow their crops because also it falls in a river side. This river flows through those plains. The river that start at the Himalayas flow through these plains and make the soil fertile. जहाँ भी नदी बहता है उस साइड के लैंड बहुत फर्टाइल रहता है मीन्स इट इज वेरी सुटेबल फॉर द क्रॉप्स. The northern plains are densely populated. This means that a large number of people live in this region. Densely, what is the meaning of densely? Densely means thick. Densely means what? Thick. Most populated, crowded together. That is called density. See here, this northern plains lands are so fertile and also here Ganga Yamuna river flows. Because of this, northern plains are densely populated. Means यहाँ बहुत सारे अच्छे चीज है. Lands are there, plain and flat level lands are there, and rivers flows through those plains. That's why यहाँ लोग बहुत रहते हैं. Understood? They are thickly populated in this region. बहुत सारे लोग वहाँ रहते हैं. जैसे कि नॉर्थर्न माउंटेन्स में कोई नहीं रहता है बिकॉज द क्लाइमेट ऑफ नॉर्थर्न माउंटेन्स आर नॉट सुटेबल फॉर द ह्यूमन एज वेल एज एनी प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स because of the cold climate. Some of the mountains are covered with the snow throughout the year. That's why we cannot stay there. But in northern plains, what happens? The climate and the lands are suitable for the plants, humans, and animals. That's why people are densely populated. This means the number of people live in this region. बहुत सारे लोग वहाँ रहते हैं. You understood this topic, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See here, you know what? You can see the blue picture, page number 55, upside. You know what करते हैं? The northern plains are known for their fertile soil. The river that flows through this region make the soil fertile. This helps the farmers to grow plenty of crops here. As I said, why we can see more, we can see a large number of people in this region is because the northern plains are known for this fertile soil. Why we need this fertile soil? Because farmer to grow plenty of crops here. बहुत अच्छे से वो अपने फसल उगा सकते हैं. उधर कोई एक्स्ट्रा केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स हम जो डालते हैं खेती में उसका कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है. Because the soil itself is very much fertile. It helps the farmer to grow his crops. That's why we can see a number of people here in this region. Understood? See here, rivers and plains. See, Brahmaputra, Ganga, Yamuna. You can see my mouse point over here, children. Children, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Then reply at least. See here, this is the northern mountain. This is the northern mountain. And this is called the south part of this northern. This is the south part of this Himalaya. This is Himalaya and this is the south part of this Himalaya. Here you can see Ganga, Yamuna and Brahmaputra river. Right? See this picture closely. Ganga, Yamuna. Ganga, Yamuna. And the area, this area is flat. This is called plains, the northern plains. It is flat and level land. It has a flat and level land. And you can see the river Ganga, Yamuna river, which makes this soil fertile. जैसे ही यहाँ ये river बहता है, तो ये land अपना fertile हो जाता है. That's why we can see a number of people live in this region. Understood? No answer. And next is the Great Indian Deserts. The Great Indian Deserts lies in the northwestern part of India. Northwestern part means, see, this is the northwestern part. Here, can you see this? Mouse point.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. This is northwestern. This is northwestern part of India. Here we can see desert. It lies mainly in the state of Rajasthan. It is known as the Thar Desert. Have you ever heard this name, Thar Desert? Children, open your mouth now. Have you ever heard this word Thar Desert?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. See, in India, we have mountain ranges, we have northern plains, we have peninsular plateaus, and also we have dry desert. The desert lies mainly in the state of Rajasthan. Desert कहाँ है? राजस्थान में है. Okay, we have desert in Rajasthan, in a place that is called Rajasthan, and this Thar Desert is also known as the Great Indian Desert. Understood? Thar Desert and the Great Indian Desert. These both are same. Don't be in a confusion that the Great Indian Desert is different and Thar Desert is different. These both are same. Thar Desert is also called the Great Indian Desert. It is known as the Thar Desert. वो desert का नाम है Thar. The region is dry. Now you can ask, what is this desert? कैसा रहता है वो? क्या रहता है उसमें? You know the northern mountains. How it is? Yes? Yes. The climate of the northern mountain is cold. And what you can see more there?
Mountains and Himalayas. There
And
are no station.
no, what thing you can see? It is in which color? Why it is in that color? Northern mountains are in which color?
White.
White. Why it is white? Why it is in white color?
Because you know that
Yes.
snow.
Yes, very good. Because of the snow, it looks white in color. Listen, that means the northern mountains covered with snow. That is why it looks white in color, right? Due to that snow, it looks white in color. Now, this desert, you can see in here, textbook, page number 55. You can see the Great Indian Desert. Why it is in this color? Why it is in this color? Let me explain. This region is dry. This region is dry, hot, and gets very little rainfall. Who is that disturbing the class? Mute your phone. Mute your phone. This region, this great Indian desert, this region is dry, hot, and gets very little rainfall. The features of this deserts, how it is, बहुत dry रहता है और बहुत गर्मी लगता है हमें यहाँ. It is very hot and it gets little rainfall और वहाँ बारिश भी बहुत कम होता है. Here, days are hot. The climate of this desert. Days are hot. दिन में बहुत गर्मी लगता है. And nights are cold. और रात में ठंडा भी लगता है. Due to the harsh climate, less number of people live in this region. Due to this desert's harsh climate, means the climate is dry, no rainfall. Because of all this thing, less number of people live in this region. यहाँ population बहुत ही कम रहता है because of this because of this harsh climate. Okay, and also population is less there is no population in northern mountains too. Why? Because of the cold climate. See, our body cannot adjust with too cold climate and with too hot climate. Yes or no? Yes. We need a stable climate, like okay, थोड़ा ह्यूमिडिटी लगा तो भी बाद में बारिश आ गया, रात को ठंड लगा, then we can survive, but we cannot survive in too hot or too cold climate. A large area of land covered with sand is called a desert. You may ask, what is desert? Desert का मतलब क्या है? Desert means a large area of land covered with only sand. Sand पता है आपको? You know what is sand? Yes, yes. See, sand means you might have seen in front of the construction house and all, जो घर बांधने के लिए लाके रखते हैं sand. That is better. Here in desert, you can see a fine sand, a very fine sand. A large area of land covered with sand is called a desert. In the northwestern part of India is the Indian desert or the Thar desert. Where it lies? Indian desert or Thar desert? In the northwestern part of India. नॉर्थ में और थोड़ा वेस्टर्न में उस बीच में आता है. In the northwestern part of India, we can see this great Indian desert or Thar desert. I may ask the question where it lies, where Indian desert or Thar desert lies. You have to answer. It is in the northwestern part of India. Okay, and it covers parts of Rajasthan too. राजस्थान के रीजन में भी ये थार डेजर्ट आता है. This area is mostly hot and dry. There is very little rainfall. How this area is and the climate of this desert? It is mostly hot and dry, and there is very less rainfall. Very few plants and trees grow in such places. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
And in next class, I will give you one homework. In next class, you have to tell me the plants and the trees grows in this kind of deserts. Not all plants can grow in such places. Yes. So you have to tell. Who is that? Take it as a homework. No, I know cactus. Okay. Homework cancelled. This area is mostly hot and dry. There is very less rainfall. Very few plants and trees grow in such places. I wanted to give this as a homework. Fellow has already said cactus. We can see only cactus and bichus. Animals like bichus. You know bichus? Scorpio. Yes, and some snakes. And some snakes you can see. Yes, yes, those kind of snakes and scorpions you can see in this deserts. And also, the camel is the most important animal in the desert. It can live without water for many days. That is the reason camel, only the animal camel can survive in this type of dry, hot land. It's called desert, like desert. Why? Why cannot camel can survive? Because it can live without water for many days. Camel have a capacity of storing water in his body. You know that? कैमल एक बार पानी पी के अपने बॉडी के अंदर वो स्टोर करके रखता है. जब भी चाहिए वो उधर से पानी लेता है. इट हैज दैट कैपेसिटी. गॉड हैज गिवन दैट कैपेसिटी टू only that animal camel, because only camel can survive in this type of desert. It can live without water for many days. Okay. So these are the main important things of the great Indian desert. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
See, one more thing. Camels are also called the ship of the desert. You know that? Because no vehicle can move on the sand. Yes, as they carry people of their loads from one place to another. So camels are called the ship of desert. Remember, it may come in exam, so you have to answer. Any doubt till here? This lesson, this lesson is very good. When I sit to prepare this lesson, I myself learning lot many things about all this. So you also sit, read the lesson and find out new things. Okay, lesson means it is not like that. Only the thing which is given in your textbook, only that much you have to learn. It is not like that. You have to gain some extra knowledge if you sit, if you study, and if you search for more things. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I have an information.
Yes.
India,
Yes.
Central Park is first person to climb Mount Everest. the world to climb Mount Everest.
Who is the first person?
In world, it was a bike.
In world, tell the name once again.
It's a bike.
Okay. In India,
In India, passenger car.
very good. See, this type of information you have to get. When you are learning such lessons, you have to know each and everything. You also search for many new things. I also prepare myself. You ask some question. I will ask you some question. We will exchange our knowledge. Okay? Yes? Spend some time for all this type of lesson. You will learn lot many things. Okay? So in next class, I will teach you the peninsular plateau and the coastal plains. The coastal plain is my favorite topic. Why? Because I am from coastal area and I will teach you in the next class.